The last time I went to a party was like New Year's at my friend Walter's house. He's always a great host and all of those good things. But, you know, I always try to bring him a good old treat because I feel like you shouldn't go to somebody's party empty-handed, right? So I may find him a little onion out my refrigerator to take over, to walk. You gotta bring something. You know, I mean, and then for my entourage, I bring the boys. Sometimes we bum rush Walter's, but it's at Walter's house, so I don't think you should take too many guests, but I do, because it's my friend, so I can do what I want to do. So I'll bum rush him with my son and like 8 other boys, all his cousins, and we'll go up in there, you know? But I was thinking, like, at parties, he's a good host, but he tends to go to sleep on his guests. So I'm like, I don't know how much of a good host that is. He's back there like, is she talking about me? But then I was thinking about like how we all exist at parties. Like for me, when I'm at a party, I think I'm social. Some people, you know, socially drink. Some people like to dance. And I just like talking to people like here, right? You know? And I find that not all parties are created equal though, which brings me to today's discussion, party etiquette. I want to get into this, y'all. I want to talk about some general party-going rules and see how you all feel about it. So, hear me out. What's the difference between fashionably late, you got that? Or you're so late to the party that it's rude? But then I don't think if it's a party, there should be a time, right? We all know not to show up too early, right? At least not to a party. And then sometimes, but then I feel like what would be too late is when people show up after the party is pretty much over. And you be like, oh baby, we closing the doors. Now we have to entertain you once you get here. So I find that too late. Y'all think there's a such thing of being too late? And what would that be? Is that like, I guess like I kind of said, I don't know how y'all feel about it. What you think, Andy?
Well, I think that I had just met you and I was told we were in New York. This is true. We were in New York. I barely knew Jennifer and she said, I'm having a little birthday party at Rockefeller Center. We're gonna do a skating party. I'm not kidding, 200 people show up at 8 o'clock. Jen, 11:30.
What, Andy?
And everyone waited and everyone was excited. That's because, you know, when you're a celebrity, people do that.
First of all, I told y'all in the beginning of this, I don't party, right? And I didn't throw myself the party, somebody else did. But you know, it's my birthday. You can show up when you want to show up, don't you think? But I thank you for waiting for me, Andy. You did not need to tell that story. Okay, moving on. I have another one. If you go to a dinner party, do you have to stay, a dinner party, do you have to stay for the entire meal before you leave? Yes. Is there appropriate time to be able to leave? Like, I think once everybody start, you know, with their little drinks or something, or you go to the dessert table, hey, child, all right, I'll see you later, okay. And then you tip out the door, where you find a nice little opportunity to go. Can we all agree to that? We're learning. Okay, here's another one. In the, if the invite doesn't specify many guests, you can bring how many guests you can bring. Can you bring as many as you want? No. But if they didn't specify, it leaves it open. Andy, you want to say?
Well, I mean, if it says plus one, you can bring 2.
Do you think you could bring one plus?
If it doesn't say plus anything, you can't just bring all your friends.
But if it doesn't say it, I think you need to establish that before you invite the guests. Now, hold on, hear me out. If it's at someone's home, then you shouldn't just go take random people there. You should definitely ask, is it okay if I bring anyone, right? But you don't think they should say that when they send the invite. Like, listen, you can bring one guest or you can only come, and don't let them charge per plate. You really can't just bring anybody in there, right? Okay, y'all don't play about y'all parties. I see, okay. So we agree that you shouldn't just take anybody. or too many people. So what is the limit? Even if it's, does the size of the place matter? Like the space or where it is? So I can't bring out my boys to y'all parties? Oh, y'all are serious. Okay, one more. This is getting really good. Okay. If you bring a food or a snack that no one ever opens, no one ever opens at the party, you didn't even appreciate what I brought you, then do you get to take, you don't get to take it back home. I didn't come up with this, but this is amazing. So you have to leave it? Look at the trouble y'all got me into. Someone said they not gonna miss it. So if you see your lovely little gift of a dish just sitting there, it's rude to take it home? You should just leave it. Oh God, y'all are tough. Andy, what you got?
I say you have to leave the gift, but on the topic of leaving a party, I think it should be normalized that you don't need to tell people I'm leaving the party. You should be okay to just go, all right, I'm gonna go home now. And people should assume that, yeah. I can text you the thank you. I don't need to say goodbye to 17 people. Let's just go.
But do you take your dish with you? That's my question.
No, I would leave the dish and leave.
Okay, I would too. Or, I mean, maybe take a plate of it. I don't know. It depends. Maybe I'll guess I would leave it for the host, if nothing else. Can we agree to that? Yeah. Fine, guys, fine. One more. This is amazing. If you get invited to a house party, should you offer to help clean up at the end? Yeah. Wait, what y'all say? Y'all said no? Yes? I hear more no's than yeses. The host should clean it? Huh? That's how I feel. If you are there, this is so funny, until the end of the party, then maybe you should help clean. Or how about this, throughout the party, don't just leave your stuff there, especially if it's a house party. Clean up your stuff so there isn't much to clean at the end of the party. Now, I'm gonna say this about my best friend, Walter. The parties I go to, he always hosts the parties and have, the fun time, and he falls asleep on us at the end. But he gets real upset with everyone who's still there if he gets up and the house is a mess and we left it that way. Not that we do, okay? But I learned from him, y'all better clean this house up. If I could host the party, if I could provide the food, at least clean up after the party. And I think that's more for your close friends, right? Okay, so now since we covered that, can we get this party started, guys? Anthony Porowski is here. We'll be right back. Our first guest is an Emmy Award-winning host of the hit show Queer Eye. Now he hosts the new Disney Plus show, No Taste Like Home. Please welcome Antoni Porowski. Come on out. It's so nice to meet you.
It's really nice to meet you.
Welcome to the happy place. That's why I like this. You feel it?
Place. I feel it. I felt it when I was walking through, and this beautiful song, the Spirit song. I was so nervous. I was petrified.
Nervous?
Well, because I had to dance, so I just made it about them, and I did some twirls with some of your lovely.
A few twirls is nice, and you
Yeah.
don't have to dance. It's your moment. You celebrate yourself how you want to celebrate yourself.
I'm like, I dance like an awkward white boy, you know? Yeah.
Well, we celebrate you however you come, and we're
Thank
happy
you.
to have you here today.
Oh, I feel good already. Yeah.
I love the name of this new show, No Taste Like Home. How does it feel to help like your friends and different ones learn about themselves through the history?
I mean, it was an incredible journey. I love travel. I love food. I love learning about, you know, family history. I think that there's so much to uncover, and I got to take some friends and new friends down this journey, an intimate journey, I think, going to their ancestral home and kind of figuring out, because we all have that. We all have that, like grandma's apple pie, that thing that we take for granted that we've been having our whole life, whether it was a special occasion or on a weekly night. And when you unpack it, you can unlock so much about your past and who you are and where you came from and why you are the way you are.
Yes, and to be able to learn that through food. And
Yeah.
learn so much about your history and culture, that's so dope. I like
do
that
you have
approach.
a dish like that?
Well, see, yeah, like the apple pies and things like that.
Yeah.
Familiar. My mother used to make peanut butter cookies and things like that. Pound cakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those things that attach you to your childhood and your upbringing. Of
course.
So I like this approach. So
Yeah.
congratulations on that.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, you speak French?
I do.
Wow, you was in Senegal. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so we were in Senegal with Issa Rae, and French is one of the languages there. I was raised in Montreal, so I was born speaking Polish, because my parents are Polish. I'm a first-generation immigrant. And then French was mandatory in school, and then English I learned from my sisters in Sesame Street, like most children of immigrants.
That is funny. That is amazing. Okay, and then you're in the 9th season of Queer Eye. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been doing it for a while.
Can you believe it? You seem shocked, like you've been going that long, and
9 seasons of anything, I think, is a lot. I haven't had a
amazing.
relationship last 9 seasons. Well, no, more than 9 seasons, 9 years. So it's definitely, yeah, it's been such an important part of my life, and it's afforded me a life beyond my wildest dreams that allows me to, it taught me the power of storytelling through food, which is why I'm able to do what I do.
that is powerful. I love that. That's your passion to do that. And in the 9th season, you shot it in Vegas. What was that like, filming in Vegas?
Okay, so I had my preconceived notions of what Vegas was. And although I'm not wrong, it is definitely a blinding city of a lot of neon lights and chaos in this beautiful natural landscape. But it ended up being one of the best times of my life. There are such beautiful hikes. You can drive 25 minutes and you're in Hot Springs and it's like 100 degrees. And then you drive literally 40 minutes and you're on Mount Charleston and there's 3 feet of snow.
I need to see the snow. Wow.
And the best Thai food I've ever had in my life. Lotus of Siam, not an endorsement. Well, it sort of is because I just said it. Their garlic, pepper, shrimp, and their king crab
You better
curry we would
advertise
have.
it.
It was so good. And she's like a sassy owner that's like running the show. And
love you.
we went there every week, all 5 of us, for like a nice little family meal ritual, which was beautiful.
Sound like we need to go, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you were worried about going through the spirit tunnel here, but I heard your fans are worried about you going into people's refrigerators. Tell us about that.
Okay, this comes up. People freak out because when I go to someone's house, my version of reading their diary is opening their fridge because you can tell so much about someone. Do they have an awareness of expiry dates? There's me in a really bright neon shirt and shorts. That was a choice
Like,
I made,
what's
but
in
anyway.
here?
But it's like you get to learn so much about a person, and even, you know what, even if you try something and even if it doesn't taste good, like it's not gonna not taste good forever, it'll pass. And I'm a
You're a passionate
I'm
about
like
this.
I'm a passionate person. I'm a sensory person. Like you have to smell things, you have to taste them to understand, you know? Most things, not everything.
Okay, I hear you want to say something to the people at home. You want to say something to them?
I just
Right here, right there. Number 4.
stop being so petrified about things that make you uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I think it's a bigger picture. It's about embracing diversity of thought and leaning into things that make you uncomfortable because on the other side, you're gonna learn something.
Come on!
Yeah.
You said that. You better work. I love how passionate you are about everything. Okay, so people consider you a style icon. How does it feel to hear that?
it makes me a little uncomfortable, but it's a really nice thing to hear. I mean, it's a beautiful compliment. I mean, I try to like take it easy with my, I was about to say I'm like really casual as I'm wearing a kilt.
I was like, that's casual?
There's a time and a place for a kilt, and the Tom Brown show is a time for a kilt, period, you know?
Ooh, okay.
A little bit of sleeveless action every once in a
A
while.
little bit of
but
sleeveless action.
That was a Victoria's Secret show. You have to lean into the skin, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
You look like you're having a lot of fun with these looks. It's amazing.
Working what my mama gave me,
You
know?
better work it.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of which, you know, where do you stand on like the thirst trap vibes?
I think that there's...
What you
That
gonna
was
say,
a
Anthony?
beautiful trip to Costa Rica with my friends.
Yes.
I think that there's a time and a place, and it's like, you know,
Okay.
I'm not gonna look like this forever, all right?
Well, you better enjoy it.
Enjoying it while I can.
And we are enjoying you. Stick around. Okay. More with Anthony. We'll be right back. We're back with Anthony. Okay, now let's get into this. So you're like a food expert, but you're friends with another amazing food expert, Miss Martha Stewart. What is that like? What is she like?
It's less friendship and it's more she trolls me because I like to imagine myself as like the Polish son that she never had because she has Polish ancestry, and she was like growing up, you know, watching the videos of her and Pani Kostyra, her mom, making Polish dishes. It was the only depiction of like Polish culture that I saw on television. And she made it cool, and she was so unabashedly proud of her heritage, which I think is important when you're growing up to kind of like see that. I can't believe I'm saying I saw myself in Martha Stewart, but it was like a version of that. Yeah, I've gotten into trouble for not tagging her on an Instagram post.
Oh, she's like that.
She publicly trolled me. It was a bit of a thing, and then I clapped back gently. But she's amazing. She really knows everything, and the thing is, she is always right.
Oh,
Yeah.
is she always right? Okay.
She's a tough cookie, but with all of her techniques, everything that she does, and like speaking to people who work with her, they're like, that's the thing. She knows that she's tried everything 100 times. She strives for perfection. There's no negotiation, and I really respect her and everything that she's created for herself. It's unbelievable.
Great mentor. And it's been announced that you're the ambassador of World Food Program.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
So that happened shortly after my trip to Senegal with Issa for No Taste Like Home, and they had reached out, and we started figuring out ways that we could work together. Food, obviously, being a focal point of my entire identity and my obsession and what I think about 24/7. They're really big on the fortification of rice program and getting it to people who need it, and also even more importantly, and where I kind of want to do more work with them on the ground. Selfishly, just as an excuse to go back to Africa, Senegal, and other countries. But they're teaching a lot of food practices and food education, preparation, all that kind of stuff in schools to keep girls in school for as long as possible so that they can get a further education.
Nice.
The girls take those lessons home, they teach their families, so it kind of like, you know, snowballs into a really beautiful effect, and they're really on the ground doing incredible work.
That's amazing. Thank you for advocating for that.
Of course.
That's awesome.
Important.
You're wise yourself.
I don't know if I'm wise.
See, you know, we want to get your opinion on a few things. Is that all right?
Okay.
On some etiquette questions.
Okay, I can do this.
It's called a segment called Ask Anthony. Okay. Dramatic music, Anthony.
Great visual.
Yeah, oh, you like that picture? Okay, let's read the first question.
Okay.
If my friends make a dish for dinner that doesn't taste very good, am I obligated to tell them?
If it's a close friend, tell them the truth.
So would not tasting it show you don't like it?
You could just be like, oh, this is interesting.
Is that
People
how that-
know I'm lying when I'm uncomfortable if I like have an upward inflection in my voice and I go up 4 octaves. So they tend to like, oh, that was a choice that you made.
That is funny. You know what I say? I say, I like it. If I go up there,
See?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any conversation topics that are off limits at a party with friends?
No.
Uh-oh.
Party with friends, let's lay it all out. I want to know how your day was. I want to know what you think about everything. Like, that's the point. We're there to like socialize and like just be real with each other. This isn't Thanksgiving dinner table with like the uncle who voted differently than you. Like, that's not the vibe. These are your friends. It's your safe space.
Yes.
You should be able to speak freely.
I agree with that. Y'all agree with that?
You know?
All right. I'm enjoying this, so I'm gonna keep going. Okay. I'm looking to get back into the dating scene. Where is the best place to start?
Okay.
I'm asking for a friend, not me. Okay, go ahead.
I think that if you go to a place where you have like something that you're really invested in that's like personal and intrinsic to you, I think you're gonna attract someone with those similar hobbies. Like bars and restaurants are fine, but like everyone is there to socialize. And it's kind of a free-for-all. But if you're going to like, let's say a workout class, or you're taking a pottery class or something like that, you might bump into somebody who has those hobbies. Because I think in relationships, it's like you want a partner, but you also want a friend. You want to have your own hobbies, but you want things that you want to share with the person as well. Am I a relationship expert?
I just think you're an expert.
But I think it's like,
You're amazing. Will you come back again and see us? You promise?
I'm coming.
I'm gonna hold you to it, okay? Our episodes of No Taste Like Home with Antoni Porowski are now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll be right back. Our next guest went viral for their reactions to an unexpected pregnancy. Take a look.
Did you say something?
I said hi, babe.
Oh.
Wait! No! Wait! No! Are you serious?
Wow. Oh my goodness. Please welcome Jake and Lauren Beck. That was the best reaction. That was so beautiful. I think we all got emotional watching that, did we not? Oh my goodness. What was it like for you guys watching that back?
So we watch it all the time and still laugh at his reaction. But it's funny because I took 2 pregnancy tests the day before and they were so instantly positive and we weren't planning, like completely unexpected, and they were so positive so fast. I was like, that can't be real. And I didn't tell him that night. I waited till the next day.
You could sleep?
It was hard. And I waited till the next day when he went to work, and I went out and got another test, and it was same instant positive. And I was like, okay, I know he's gonna have a fantastic reaction if I had a great reaction, but I never expected it to be that. But I'm so glad I recorded it because now we just watch it all the time and just laugh.
It's so beautiful. What were you feeling in that moment? It was so powerful. It couldn't have been worse.
It's so crazy when somebody tells you that you have no chance at having a baby. And I just got off of 12. You saw my scrubs, and it's the last thing that was on my mind. I had no idea that it was coming.
Oh, it was so beautiful. Wow. How did it feel to see it go viral?
So I only had one video before that, and I told her just as I was about to post it, I said, well, my last one got 2,000 views, so this one is gonna get at least 3,000. And over the day, it just kept climbing. It was 30, 40, 50,000. I went to bed, and then when I woke up in the morning, it was over 100,000, and then the comments, they just kept rolling in, and it was just overwhelmingly positive. And then everybody started to give us all of their stories, and they've been trying for 5, 10 years. There were successes. There were people that were still trying. So the overwhelming amount of people that looked at our video and said, we can keep going. We can keep trying. There's a chance, and we're beyond happy for that.
So you inspired all of those people.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Can you tell us about the IVF journey?
Yeah. So we got married in 2019. We decided in 2020 we were going to grow our family. We always wanted to have a couple kids. And we tried for about a year, and I went to the doctor. I just had a gut feeling something else was wrong. Went in, did some tests, and they said, oh, you have PCOS. I got referred to an REI doctor, and they said, well, you have little to no chance of ever conceiving naturally on your own. And so once we got past that, they were like, IVF is pretty much the best option for you guys. So immediately we got off the phone with the doctor. We were like, yep, we're gonna do whatever we need to do to have a baby.
That's when they hit us with the $36,000 bill and 30% of even having a chance. And we said right away, we're doing it. And I switched jobs to travel nursing, left a job that I love. And so she started going through all of her things at home. I was working 4 to 6 12s a week just to try to afford it.
Yeah, but it was, I mean, we were both going through our own stuff separately, and he was working all the time, so me doing all of the procedures and all of the injections that you can see, started him on my own, and so when he came home, it was so nice to have somebody else like in the medical field, like
Yes.
tell me I'm not crazy, like what's going on, what's gonna happen, that kind of stuff. But I mean, it was hard emotionally to just go through that, but we made it.
You
so.
made it,
Yeah.
though. You made it.
Yeah.
And Jake, you're an ICU nurse, so did your expertise help you with your journey?
It's been a journey. My passion has always been taking care of people that can't take care of themselves. And as an ICU nurse of 7 years, I've always tried to take care of the sickest of the sick. And there's been a lot of ups and downs. You just have to take the good with the bad. But being able to come home during those times and be able to help her with her injections or answer any questions or just the limited knowledge and whatever skills I had to help her was just, it meant the world to me.
Wow.
Yeah. And just being able to like lean on him for like reassurance through everything was fantastic. And I mean, and it gave us our son that was born in January of 23. So when, yeah.
Oh, he's so precious.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
What are you guys' future plans?
We have little Miss, who's due in 22,
Oh,
or
yeah.
excuse me, May.
Yeah, it's a girl.
So excited to have both. And so she's due May, and honestly, we're just gonna take the rest of the year and grow and make sure our family's happy and healthy and well supported. And if another one makes its way after that, they'll be more than welcome.
Oh, I love that for you guys. Congratulations on it all. We are all super excited for you guys. And we can't let you leave without a little gift for the baby. You know, we gotta get you something.
Oh my God.
Something. You said for her.
Stop. It's
Yes,
cute.
that's for you guys. And we also want to, help you continue your journey. You guys deserve to, have some time for yourselves because them babies gonna keep y'all busy, all right?
And we have not had a vacation since our honeymoon.
Well, girl,
so-
let me give you one. So you are getting a 6-night stay in the signature Casita room in Fairmont, Mayakoba, in Riviera Maya, Mexico. You'll enjoy an appetite for luxury meal plan, which includes all meals, boat tour, and a round-trip airfare. I hope you guys, y'all so sweet. I hope you enjoy it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy your time together, and thank y'all for sharing your journey with us. Tell the babies we said hi. We'll be right back.